Good morning. Please stand for a moment of reflection. Thank you. Let us quietly reflect now on the different paths that have brought us together today to honor our graduates, their families and friends, our distinguished guests, and the faculty and staff at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro who celebrate with you on this important and joyous day. And now, please join us as we sing America the Beautiful, a song whose words were written more than a century ago, fittingly enough, by an English professor, Catherine Lee Bates. Thank you, and please be seated. On behalf of the faculty at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, I am delighted to welcome all of you to our December 2014 commencement and to applaud you, our graduates, for your accomplishments that we celebrate today. Congratulations. The degrees you receive today are the tangible evidence of your success at UNCG. What remains intangible are the gifts and skills that you have honed to shape who you have become and what you will pursue next. Some of you may become active in politics or successful in business. And I hope every single one of you will make it your life's work to offer worthwhile and lasting contributions to your communities. You have had worthy mentors helping you to see how to do that, including faculty, staff, and community members. Matt, who some of you know is the owner of Tate Street Coffee, for instance, nourishes our campus community with coffee, smiles, and a great conversation space. Rosie, who's graduating today, helps our community with her visits with people living homelessly, so that they know they are not quite so alone. Vincent, a recent UNCG alum, is also making an impact in the community. He works full-time at a bank, and he volunteers to meet with high school students, community members, and even White House policy officials so that Greensboro, starting this summer, will have a process in place where ordinary people, maybe even some of you, can suggest and get funded projects to make our community better. Now it's your turn to model for others how education, community engagement, and democracy are intertwined. You may not always know exactly what to do or even what to say in the circumstances you'll confront. However, I know that your UNCG education has prepared you well to initiate needed conversations, to ask important questions, and to consider the impact of your words and actions so that they are always guided by love for this place and one another. We are counting on you to speak and take action in ways that ensure that the dignity and worth of all people in our communities are lifted and nourished. That, as I see it, is your destiny on this graduation day, and that is cause for great celebration. To you. To all of you. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Chancellor Linda Brady. Like many of us, she was the first member of her family to attend college. She earned her bachelor's degree from Douglas College, a master's degree from Rutgers University, and a doctorate in political science from The Ohio State University. Since assuming leadership at UNCG in 2008, Dr. Brady has emphasized access and student success, interdisciplinary research, globalization, and community engagement as essential features for quality learning and research. Please welcome to the podium the 10th Chancellor of UNCG, Dr. Linda Brady.
Thank you, and welcome to everyone today. I want to thank everyone for being here, for sharing in what is obviously a very significant moment in the lives of our graduates, your families, friends, this university, and the Greensboro community. Today we gather to celebrate academic excellence and student success. This ceremony marks the end of one chapter in the lives of our students and the beginning of another. It is a time for reflection and a time for hopes and dreams. The University of North Carolina at Greensboro stands apart not only because of our outstanding academic programs and our dedicated faculty and staff, but by the difference our people make. At this university, what matters in addition to what is taught and learned is how the lessons learned are carried forward locally and around this nation and the world. The students who receive their degrees today will use their creativity and sense of purpose to make a difference in the world. Congratulations to all of our students on what you have already accomplished, and best wishes for success and happiness in the years ahead. We're delighted to be here to celebrate with all of you. I would now like to introduce members of the platform party. And may I ask the following individuals to stand and remain standing as I call your names so that we can recognize this group when we get to the end of the list. First, I want to start with Mr. Terrence Pickett, representing the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina. We are delighted that Terrence is with us, and also delighted that he is a resident of Greensboro. And so as a member of our Board of Governors, he is able to carry the message of what this university means to this community. Mr. Jeffrey Collins, class of 1984, president of the UNCG Alumni Association. Miss Elizabeth Dobler, doctoral degree candidate and speaker for the December class of 2014. Dr. Bruce Kirchhoff, our commencement speaker. Mr. Robert Todd, tassel turner, representing the December class of 2014. Mr. Melvin Clark, Jr., bell ringer, representing the December class of 2014. Dr. Sue Medley, alumni bell ringer. Members of the UNCG Board of Trustees, Ms. Simone Stevens, who also serves as president of the Student Government Association, and Ms. Harriet Smalls, representing the UNCG Board of Trustees for the conferring of degrees. Dr. Diane Borders, faculty marshal and mace bearer, and Dr. Spoma Jovanovic, chair of the Faculty Senate. Please thank all of these wonderful individuals for what they do for this university. As I know all of our students recognize, the education that they receive at UNCG would be impossible without the service of hundreds of dedicated faculty and staff. The officers I am about to introduce play critical roles in the success of our students and this university. Would you please stand and remain standing as I call your names? First, Dr. Dana Dunn, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor, who is celebrating her first graduation ceremony as Provost at UNCG. Dr. Cherry Callahan, Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs. Mr. Charles Mamoni, who is celebrating his first commencement as Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs at UNCG. Dr. Janice Zink, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Dr. James Klottfelter, Vice Chancellor for Information Technology Services. Dr. Terry Shelton, Vice Chancellor for Research and Economic Development. Ms. Benita Brown, Vice Chancellor and Chief of Staff. Dr. William Weiner, Dean of the Graduate School. Dr. Timothy Johnston, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. Dr. McRae Banks, Dean of the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics. Dr. Karen Wixon, Dean of the School of Education. Dr. Celia Hooper, Dean of the School of Health and Human Sciences. Dr. Peter Alexander, Dean of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Dr. James Ryan, Dean of the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering. Dr. Robin Remsburg, Dean of the School of Nursing. Dr. James Eddy, Interim Dean of the Division of Continual Learning. Ms. Roseanne Bazirjan, Dean of the University Libraries. Dr. Jerry Pubance, Dean of the Lloyd International Honors College. Mr. Paul Mason, Associate Vice Chancellor for Marketing and Strategic Communication. Ms. Imogene Cathy, General Counsel. Mr. Michael Tarrant, Director of Strategic Initiatives. And Ms. Maggie Capone-Chrisman, Co-Chair of the Staff Senate. Please thank all of these individuals for what they do. Thank you.
members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Brady, Dr. Kirchhoff, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, graduating students, families, and friends, good morning. On behalf of Chairman John Fennebresque, the entire University of North Carolina Board of Governors, and System President Tom Ross, I offer my heartiest congratulations as you celebrate a most significant accomplishment. To have done all that is required to earn your degree from this challenging and dynamic institution should make you and your families extremely proud. Your degree represents hard work and dedication to a very worthy, life-changing goal. You deserve to celebrate, but it is also important to acknowledge the contributions of the faculty and staff of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro to your success, and to applaud the support of your parents, families, and loved ones. Just as each of you has much to celebrate, so too does UNCG. UNCG is ranked among the nation's best universities according to 2015 rankings by the U.S. News and World Report, and for the 16th consecutive year, UNCG has made the list of Princeton Review's best colleges. The highly ranked graduate level programs and service to students with military backgrounds are also reasons to be extremely proud of UNCG. The experiences gained and lessons learned during your time at UNCG will resonate throughout your life. The Board of Governors salutes your hard work and looks forward to witnessing the great accomplishments and contributions that you will make to your respective communities, our state, our nation, and even our world. Again, I wish to congratulate you and your families and wish you every success in the future. Thank you.
Good morning, class of 2014. You made it, you're finally here. My name is Simone Stevens, and I've proudly served as your student body president this year, and I want to thank you all so much because without you all, I would not be standing here today. I see some of you are probably having splitting headaches and haven't slept since reading day like myself, so I'm going to make this brief. December commencement. In a couple weeks, you will have your diploma and also a new year staring you in the face. You may find yourself very intimidated in the next few months because you are moving on to a new chapter of your journey in life. And while writing the speech, I tried to think of something that would comfort me next semester. But honestly, I came up short because I'm probably just as nervous as you all are. So to avoid plagiarism, here's a half of an MLA citation from my source, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, 1998. These 3 laws really spoke to me. There's 48 of them, but 3 of them I wanted to share with you today. Law number 7, use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. Never do yourself what others can do for you, which is why I hate group work, because some of you are very talented at this. Law number 28, if you are unsure of a course of action, do not attempt it. Your doubts and hesitation will infect your execution. Timidity is dangerous. Better to enter with boldness. Any mistakes you commit through audacity are easily corrected with more audacity. Everyone admires the bold, no one honors the timid. Law number 25, which is my personal favorite. Do not accept the roles that society foists onto you. Recreate yourself by forging a new identity, one that commands attention and never bores the audience. Be the master of your own image rather than letting others define it for you. And this is one thing that I can honestly say I learned from being here at UNCG. So long to the midnight breakfasts that were never at midnight, And farewell to the religious preachers who condemned us all to hell. Hello to loan repayments and the rest of our lives. Congratulations, class of 2014. Good luck.
A few weeks ago, I came to this building for a concert, and as I sat in my seat, I wondered how it would feel to stand on a stage in front of a crowd like that. I didn't have to wonder for very long. Today, here I am, and now I know. And other than the hat, it's pretty cool. So, the point of that story is you never know where life may take you or what opportunities may present themselves to you. That unknown, I suppose, is part of the thrill. What you who are graduating today do know is no matter where your life leads, you will be well prepared to seize the opportunity because of the education, experience, and values you have received at UNCG. You have lived the Spartan experience firsthand. You know that often we have to look beyond the headlines in our local paper to know how great our university really is. It's up to each one of us as ambassadors of UNCG to make sure our story is told and told well. Your time as a student has come to an end, but your relationship with your university has just begun. We need you. We need you to tell your UNCG story every day. We need you to mentor our current students. We need you to join us at UNCG events wherever home becomes to you. We need you to steer students like yourself to your university and encourage their Spartan experience. We need you to support your university with your time, your talent, your gifts. You're as big a part of UNCG now as you ever were. Only now, you don't have to take tests. I want to encourage each one of you to get involved early and often. Your Alumni Association has over 100,000 members, but we're only as strong as our weakest link. Don't you be that link. You can help make us stronger today. It's painless, it's easy, it's simple. Let us hear from you. That's it. Keep in touch. If you let us know where you are, we can help you get where you're going. We make it easy to stay in touch. We have a web page, email, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We even still have a mailbox and a telephone. Whatever works for you, we want to hear from you. As we welcome you today as full-fledged members of the UNCG Alumni Association, I would like to share with you our vision statement. This is our home, an association built by and for you. We are steeped in history, focused on the future, dedicated to service, and infused by culture and diversity. Driven to support and nurture our current and future alumni, to give back what was given to us, to remember what was while working toward what can be. We are the long ago, the right now, the yet to come. We are UNCG alumni. On behalf of your Alumni Association, I wish to extend each of you a hearty welcome and congratulations. Thank you.
Good morning, graduates, and welcome. And welcome UNCG faculty, staff, distinguished guests, administration, and the family and friends of the graduates here to celebrate with us. I am truly honored to be standing here before you this morning as the student representative of the December graduating class of 2014. I find myself humbled as I attempt to fathom all the years of hard work and perseverance sitting here before me. I sincerely congratulate you for reaching your goal and earning your degree. We did it. You are now armed with a degree that will help you become more successful in your field. The skills you developed here will serve you in ways you might not yet even realize. Wonderful adventures await you, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. For some, it was hard to imagine this day becoming a reality, particularly during those late nights, researching and studying, writing papers, and preparing presentations in the glow of a computer screen. But this day has arrived because of your hard work, diligence, and most likely a good dose of luck. However, we must also remember we did not arrive to this moment by ourselves. Let us not forget to thank those who have helped us take charge of our lives and got us where we are today. Remember to thank your teachers and mentors, the faculty and staff, librarians and administration here at UNCG. Thank them for those extra meetings, those poignant discussions, the research needed to point you in the right direction on that paper, and the listening ear on a particularly rough day. In the words of Nobel Peace Prize winner Albert Schweitzer, "At times our own light goes out and is rekindled by a spark from another person. Each of us has cause to thank with deep gratitude of those who have lighted that flame within us." I believe we all can think of particular teachers or mentors who have helped us find that spark. And on behalf of all of us, I say thank you. Remember to thank your friends and classmates. Thank them for those late-night study sessions, their words of encouragement, and providing the crucial distractions of food and binging on Netflix. They became your family away from home, sharing and bonding with you over the delights and struggles of our academic journeys. And most importantly, remember to thank your family, your parents, siblings, grandparents, and for some, your spouse and children. They are the ones who supported you no matter how late you called or how cranky you were. They are the ones who cheered you on when you wanted to quit. They are the ones who are so proud to see you reach your goal, and they are the ones who will continue to be there as you move into the next chapter of your life. I must share a special thank you to my husband, Jeff, for his wonderful encouragement, support, and love throughout my degree program here at UNCG. I encourage you to cherish with gratitude these gifts of love and support from your teachers, friends, and family. In turn, I hope you will be inspired to continue the habit of gratitude as you move forward. Expressing gratitude is not just the right thing to do, it's also good for you and for our society. Barbara Fredrickson, who wrote The Psychology of Gratitude, argues that feelings of gratitude broaden one's mind, allowing one to feel more empowered. Fredrickson remarks that these feelings of resourcefulness foster a desire to empathize with and help others. The cyclical nature of gratitude cultivates a shared sense of purpose. And who doesn't want to add purpose in their life? Graduates, you are likely feeling grateful today. However, you owe so much to others that you can never fully repay them for the gift of support and help you received. Instead, the gift must be paid forward. In the words of American author Anne Murrow Lindbergh, one can never pay in gratitude. One can only pay in kind somewhere else in life. As you now move forward into the next chapter of your life, you will often find yourself in a position to make a choice to help yourself or to help someone else. My hope is that in remembering the gratitude you feel today, you will choose the latter. Congratulations, graduates, and I wish you the very best as you begin the next chapter in your life. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, Dr. Bruce Kirchhoff. Dr. Kirchhoff is the 2013-14 recipient of the UNC Board of Governors Excellence in Teaching Award. Since joining the UNCG biology faculty in 1986, he has taught and developed courses in plant biology, honors, and freshman seminars. He has conducted numerous national teaching workshops and has led research centered on plant structure and development. In the early 1990s, he served as the director of UNCG's Introductory Biology program. Dr. Kirchhoff's teaching philosophy highlights that without active learning, there is no learning. The active learning that occurs in his classes, the embodiment of the spirit of entrepreneurship, and the impact he is having for students internationally has earned him high recognition. In addition to excellence in teaching, Professor Kirchhoff serves as an inspiration to faculty and students alike. Former students attribute their own academic and professional success to his willingness to mentor them beyond the biology classroom and laboratory, and to include them in his research. Dr. Kirchhoff, we celebrate your outstanding professional achievements and salute your demonstrated commitment to great teaching and inspiring a new generation of learners. In honoring you, we also acknowledge the more than 14,000 dedicated faculty members who teach 220,000 students throughout the University of North Carolina. Please welcome Dr. Kirchhoff.
Welcome, graduates. Welcome, families. Congratulations. Today is a day of celebration. It's a day to look back on your years of hard work and to celebrate your accomplishments. It's a day when you can rightly say, yes. Yes, I have accomplished something difficult. Yes, I have achieved something important. Yes, I have graduated. Yes, it's true you've accomplished something important. It's a great accomplishment to have graduated from college. Over the course of a lifetime, you will earn about $1 million more than someone without a college degree. But I don't want to talk about the financial rewards today. I want to talk about the personal growth, the determination, and the fortitude that was necessary to bring you to today. I want to talk about how you said yes, yes to all the challenges that you faced. Many of you are first-generation college students, students who are the first in their families to seek a college degree. 40% of you have received Pell Grants, a type of federal grant that's only available to low-income students and that does not have to be repaid. 73% of you took on debt to attend UNCG, and the average amount of that debt was $25,000, and that at an institution that is one of the best values for the money in the United States. Nationwide, only 56% of students who enter college graduate in 6 years. And only 46% of students graduate at all. You are part of that 46%. More than 50% of the students who started college with you will never make it today. But you did. You made it because you're willing to say, yes, I can do this, even when you weren't sure you could. You have succeeded, and celebrations are in order. I know that each of you has a story to tell about the adversity that you faced to bring you here today. I wish we had time to hear those stories. In lieu of that, let me tell you a few of them that I know. The stories are short, and they're important. They are the stories about how you have succeeded in the face of adversity. They are examples of how you have said yes. The stories are real. The names are not. First, there's Alexander, who worked 2 jobs totaling close to 40 hours a week and has many reasons not to succeed, and yet has obtained all A's and B's in his classes. In addition to being a hard worker, he's one of the most pleasant students I've had the pleasure to deal with in my years at UNCG. Like many of you, Alexander says, it's hard, yes, but it's not impossible. Then there is Reem. Reem worked as an emergency medical technician, providing first-line medical care on the night to dawn shift for the 4 to 6 years of her undergraduate and graduate training. During those years, she got at most 5 hours of sleep a night, and that rarely in one block. Reem would come to my 9:30 a.m. class after getting at most 1 hour of sleep, cup of coffee in hand, and she'd stay awake and even participate in class. She was always present. She was always attentive. Every day, Reem proved her yes. Alea was a homeless, unaccompanied youth before entering UNCG. In addition to the normal struggles on entering college, she had to get herself off the street, had to find a reliable source of food, and establish the security she needed to pursue her academic dreams. During her studies, she lost her food stamps and had to struggle with food insecurity. At times, she couldn't afford her textbooks. During her studies, her grandmother died, a loss I know that many of you have suffered. Throughout everything, she carried a full-time, strenuous course load, worked full-time, and held a leadership position on campus. And finally, there's Daniel. Daniel's family dreamt of a better life, and so immigrated to the United States when he was in high school. When Daniel arrived, he did not speak English. He thought that coming to this country was the worst thing that had ever happened to him. He remembers all the times that he came home disappointed in himself because he doesn't feel like he was learning anything. But with dedication, hard work, and the support of his family, he was able to graduate high school, to enter community college, and finally transfer to UNCG. He was finally seeing the possibility of his dreams coming true. In 2 more years, he would have his Bachelor of Science and be on his way to his chosen career of dentistry. Then that first October, his father was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer and given 6 months to live. The first thing that came to Daniel's mind was that he should drop all of his classes and help his family. But his father would not let him give up his dream. Up to that time, Daniel had been working every weekend. He now had to find full-time employment. 2 years have passed since his father was diagnosed, and his father is still here fighting every day, and so is Daniel. They have both said yes, not because it is easy, not because this is what they wanted, not because they are weak, but because they are strong, as you are strong. They know what you know. They know that when life is difficult, the only rational, the only possible answer is yes. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of what you have accomplished. I am so proud to have been one of your teachers. Congratulations, graduates. You have earned it.
Today, UNCG will award approximately 1,640 earned degrees in the following categories: 1,232 baccalaureate degrees, 331 master's degrees, 8 specialist in education degrees, and 71 doctoral degrees. 52 of these degrees were or will be awarded to international students who bring an incredible richness to our campus. These figures represent students who received degrees in August, as well as those who are completing their degrees in December. We will now recognize our graduate degree candidates.
At this time, it is my pleasure to recognize all degree candidates and to authorize Chancellor Brady to confer the degrees. Speaking for the Board of Trustees of this university, and acting under the delegation of powers by the Board of Governors of the University of North Carolina, I authorize you, Chancellor Linda Brady, to confer the appropriate degrees upon the candidates approved by the faculties.
Dr. William Weiner, Dean of the Graduate School, will now present the candidates for graduate degrees.
Good morning. This commencement marks a special moment as the University of North Carolina at Greensboro awards today the first Doctorate of Philosophy in computational mathematics. Will the candidates recommended to receive the doctoral degree in computational mathematics please stand and remain standing as your degree is recognized. Chancellor Brady, I have the honor to present and to recommend for the appropriate degree the candidate who has satisfied requirements for the doctoral degree just cited.
Acting on the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by Dean Weiner and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer upon you who have met the requirements for the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended, the Doctor of Philosophy degree in computational mathematics, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations, and please come forward. And special congratulations for being the first.
Danielle Shea Moran, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Gregory C. Bell.
Please join me in congratulating our first recipients of the Doctor of Philosophy degree in computational mathematics. We will now recognize the remaining doctoral degree candidates. Will the remaining candidates recommended for doctoral degrees please stand? Chancellor Brady, I have the honor to present and to recommend the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Education, or Doctor of Musical Arts.
Acting on the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by Dean Weiner, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer the degree upon those of you who have met the requirements for the doctoral degree for which you have been recommended, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Please come forward.
Jagjit Singh, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Patricia Reggio. Derek Mark Shore, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Patricia Reggio. Patrick Nolan Belk, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Hepzibah Roskelley. Scott Thomas Gibson, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Sally Ann Ferguson. Andrew Michael Pisano, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Karen Weiler. Peter L. Sisko, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Stephen Yarbrough. Jennifer Braswell Alford, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Keith Debbage. Michael Brian McCarthy, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Keith Debbage. Jason E. Boy, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Susan Keene. Allison Colville-Bray, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Arthur Anastopoulos. Sarah Rock O'Rourke, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Arthur Anastopoulos. Stephanie Skinner, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Rosemary Nelson Gray. Catherine Cray Culkin, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Rosemary Nelson Gray. Megan C. Tucker, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Cristina Rodriguez. Tamara Ellen Foxworth, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Carrie Eddington. Matthew Patrick Rabbit, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Jeremy Bray. Matthew James Trombley, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Christopher Swan. Rochelle Lucy Oakley, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by A.F. Salam. Ravi Thumbusamy, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Prashant C. Palvia. Teresa T. Boone Blanchard, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Belinda Harden. Jamie Nixon Linton, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Barbara Levin and Wayne Journell. Elizabeth C. Jodwin, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Deborah Taub. Teresa A. Hegedus, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Heidi Carlone. Paul J. Chase, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Paul Davis. Michelle Lynette Pye, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Sandra Schultz. Jamila Minga, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Christine Lundgren. Jonathan Gregory Messer, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Deborah E. Kipp. Elise Kathleen Eifert, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by James Eddy. Lee Benjamin Williams, Doctor of Philosophy, to be hooded by Dennis Lajeunesse. Wendy Renee Carpenter, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Carl Lashley. Michael Joe Farrell, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Carl Lashley. Reginald Devan Wilkerson, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Carl Lashley and Craig M. Peck. Patrice Jones Faison, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Ulrich Reitzug. Trent Davis Vernon, Doctor of Education, to be hooded by Ulrich Reitzug. Benjamin Lawrence Crouch, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Stephen Stusek. Elizabeth Ann Dobler, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Welburn Young. Aaron Ronald Jackson, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Welburn Young. Laura Dangerfield Stevens, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Mary Ashley Barrett. Jennifer Wright Corbell Huff, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Carla Lefevre. Andre Charles Duval, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Andrew Willis. Wei Zhao, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Andrew Willis. Philip Reed Sullivan, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Dennis Askew. Justin Kendall Worley, Doctor of Musical Arts, to be hooded by Dennis Askew.
Please join me in congratulating the new doctors. Congratulations, and please be seated. Will the candidates recommended to receive the Specialist in Education degree please stand and remain standing as your degree is recognized. Chancellor Brady, I have the honor to present and to recommend the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the Specialist in Education degree.
Acting on the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by Dean Weiner and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer the degree upon those of you who have met the requirements for the degree for which you have been recommended, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations, and please come forward to receive your diplomas.
John Eugene Dyson, Specialist in Education. Christy Ann Bailey, Specialist in Education.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the Specialist in Education degree. Congratulations. Please be seated. Will the candidates recommended to receive master's degrees please stand as your school and degree are recognized and remain standing? Will the graduate degree candidates in the College of Arts and Sciences for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Public Affairs, or Master of Science please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics for the Master of Arts, Master of Science, or Master of Business Administration please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the School of Education for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Education, Master of Library and Information Studies, Master of School Administration, or Master of Science please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the School of Health and Human Sciences for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, or Master of Science in Athletic Training please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance for the Master of Arts, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, or Master of Music, please stand. Will the graduate degree candidates in the Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering for the Master of Science please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the School of Nursing for the Master of Science in Nursing please stand? Will the graduate degree candidates in the Division of Continual Learning for the Master of Arts degree please stand? Chancellor Brady, I have the honor to present and to recommend for the appropriate degree the candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the master's degrees just cited.
Acting on the recommendation of the graduate faculty as conveyed by Dean Weiner and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer the degree upon those of you who have met the requirements for the master's degree for which you have been recommended, with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations. Please come forward to receive your diplomas.
John Eugene Dyson, Master of Science. Doris Lee Hill, Master of Arts. Marcus Neal Blackwell, Jr., Master of Arts. Ivy Jean Rutledge, Master of Arts. Mohammed Mazamul Khan, Master of Science. Brian Desham Coley, Master of Science. Chitara Patra, Master of Arts, Liberal Studies. Bonnie Carol Elizabeth Wilson, Master of Arts. Teresa Murphy Hancock, Master of Arts. Renata Lynn Reeder, Master of Arts. Jessica Ruth Edwards, Master of Arts. Ashley Danielle Dale Givens, Master of Science. Sarah Catherine McGuire, Master of Public Affairs. Megan Elizabeth Wally, Master of Public Affairs. Taja McVeigh Gaiman, Master of Public Affairs. Hunter Ara Boswell, Master of Public Affairs. Naya Singh, Master of Science. Celia Malikaja Tupad, Master of Science. Leslie Lopez, Master of Arts. Jessica Bennett, Master of Arts. Nodia C. Mena, Master of Arts. Shadora Obadiah Thomas, Master of Arts. Majeda Nazad, Master of Fine Arts. Robert Guy Walker, Master of Business Administration. Herbert L. Morrison, Master of Business Administration. Brittany R. Atkins, Master of Business Administration. Sean Andrew Mulligan, Master of Business Administration. Derek Richard Hill, Master of Business Administration. Peter Johannes Schwampol, Senior, Master of Science. Adam Joshua Mann, Master of Science. Brandon Charles Boker, Master of Science. Steve Matthew Harris, Master of Science. Andrew Jason Jones, Master of Science. James Francis Thomas, Master of Arts. Chi On Wang, Master of Arts. Darren N. Webster, Master of Business Administration. Elizabeth Emily Shemate Webster, Master of Business Administration. Courtney Ann Vickers, Master of Business Administration. Brian Damian Vervank, Master of Business Administration. Ashley Ann Hart, Master of Business Administration. Robert H. Welch IV, Master of Business Administration, Finance Concentration. Matthew Dowd Robbins, Master of Business Administration. Zenobia DeBorna Staley, Master of Science. Stephen Michael Newhouse, Master of Science. Kevin J. Sheridan, Master of Arts. Sherry L. McChain, Master of Science. Chamrice Nicole Diggs, Master of Business Administration. Rose Florence Stone, Master of Business Administration. Andrew Thomas, Master of Business Administration. James L. Witherspoon, Jr., Master of Business Administration. Brandon Parks, Master of Science. Nicolene Ellen Venter, Master of Science. Tuhina Tandon, Master of Science. Zhonglu Fang, Master of Science. Yolanda Hill, Master of Science. Lauren Nicole Hyatt, Master of Science. Kanisha Brown, Master of Science. Susan Elaine Swab, Master of Science. Miranda Sweeney Kearns, Master of Science. Garrett Ray Shaver, Master of Science. Ashwini Wani, Master of Science. Lauren Ashley Mackey, Master of Arts in Teaching. Susie Ella Hughes, Master of Arts in Teaching. Jennifer May Williamson, Master of Arts in Teaching. Camille Brian Laws, Master of Arts in Teaching. Chase Alexander Arrington, Master of School Administration. Amber Taylor Harris, Master of Education. Karen Anderson, Master of School Administration. Kate Rafam, Master of Science. Harold Omar Escalante, Master of Library and Information Studies. Marie Luisa Osorio, Master of Library and Information Studies. Monica Marie Alston Carr, Master of Library and Information Studies. Christian Hope, Master of Library and Information Studies. James Aaron Green, Master of Library and Information Studies. Erica Winter Tyler, Master of Library and Information Studies. Charity Molly Melinda Montgomery, Master of Library and Information Science. Olivia Ara Chateau, Master of Library and Information Studies. Lindsay M. Angel, Master of Library and Information Studies. April Yvette Wallace, Master of Library and Information Studies. Kevin Christopher Bittle, Master of Library and Information Studies. Helen Noonley McDowell, Master of Library and Information Studies. Josephine Elizabeth Ayers, Master of Library and Information Studies. Constance Ruth Haar, Master of Library and Information Studies. Rhonda Elizabeth Hooker, Master of Library and Information Studies. Daniel J. Sprinkle, Master of Library and Information Studies. Amanda Glenn Bradley, Master of Library and Information Studies. Jessica W. Schaefer, Master of Library and Information Studies. Paula Michaela Ward, Master of Library and Information Studies. Amber N. McKinney, Master of Library and Information Studies. Stacy Lynn Rue, Master of Library and Information Studies. Siobhan N. Stewart, Master of Library and Information Studies. James Robert Stewart, Jr., Master of Library and Information Studies. Jaren J. Jefferson, Master of Library and Information Studies. Nicole Olette Bass Nichols, Master of Library and Information Studies. Shamara Nicole Lipman, Master of Library and Information Studies. Laura Norwin Clegg, Master of Education. Brittany Lachey Grimes, Master of Science. Patricia Lynn Davis, Master of Science. Matthew J. Green, Master of Education. Kevin Daniel Doss, Master of Arts. Lisa Maria Gattuso, Master of Music. Sarah Lauren White, Master of Music. Angelica Heilman Woodson, Master of Music. Jonathan Parnell, Master of Music. Ming Chin, Master of Music. Nadia Maria Elizabeth Harper, Master of Music. Sarah J. Zielinski, Master of Music. Adolph V. Malik, Master of Science in Nursing. Rebecca Maria Shin Treat, Chain Treat, Master of Science in Nursing. Sorry. Tara Lachey Klingding, Master of Science in Nursing. Christopher Don Lamb, Master of Science in Nursing. Crystal Don Lamb, sorry. Celeste Connolly, Master of Science in Nursing. Amy Smith Adams, Master of Science in Nursing. Fabiana Troxler, Master of Science in Nursing. Crystal Star Easter, Master of Science in Nursing. Eric Anthony Gill, Master of Science in Nursing. Shannon E. Blankenbeckler, Master of Science in Nursing. Megan Powell Milliken, Master of Science in Nursing. Linda Bevel Sharon, Master of Science in Nursing. Michelle Dube Schwame, Master of Science in Nursing. Janice Rodriguez Taylor, Master of Science in Nursing. Catherine A. Rich, Master of Science in Nursing. Ashley Walfelt Timmons, Master of Science in Nursing. Maria Elizabeth Keith, Master of Science in Nursing. Brandy Lynn Rudin, Master of Science in Nursing. Andrea Krum Bartow, Master of Science in Nursing. Julia Chow, Master of Science in Nursing. Miranda L. Williams, Master of Science in Nursing. Orlando Santiago Venezuela, Jr., Master of Science in Nursing. Michael John Hughes, Master of Arts. Teresa Wise, Master of Arts. Tamaza Michelle Hicks, Master of Arts.
Please join me in congratulating the recipients of the master's degree. Will the doctoral and specialist in education degree recipients please stand along with the master's degree recipients? All of you. Please join us in congratulating all of our graduate degree recipients. Congratulations to each of you on your outstanding achievements. Please be seated. We will now recognize our baccalaureate degree candidates.
Will all the candidates for the baccalaureate degree please rise? Chancellor Brady, I have the honor to present and recommend for the appropriate degree these candidates who have satisfied all of the requirements for the baccalaureate degree.
Acting on the recommendation of the faculty as conveyed by Provost Dunn and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the President of the University of North Carolina, I hereby confer the degree upon those of you who have met the requirements for the bachelor's degree for which you have been recommended. with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations, and please be seated until your school is called forward.
Dr. Timothy Johnson, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the college.
Will the baccalaureate degree candidates with majors in the College of Arts and Sciences recommended to receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Medical Technology, please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas.
Melvin Lewis Clark, Jr. Ashley Marie Acevedo. Elijah Adams. Mohammed Jamal Atahir. Hannah Marie Allen. Lori Kenyon Allman. Brandy Charday Alston. Omoshalewa Tolupo Aluko. Deidre Ingrid Alvarez. Selena Gail Emerson. Jocelyn Kiara Anderson. John Gunnar Anderson. Louisa Awuyurma Apia. Faiza Azif Fraz. Jasmine Simone Atkins. Lisa Ashley Atwood. Christina Marie Uviles. Victoria Lynn Ballantyne. Noor Iman Banut. Celia Gonzalez Barber. Kelsey Lane Barham. Zachary Lamar Battle. Michelle Christine Bayet. Jean Ann Beasley. Jahisha Valdine Belcher. Kristen Louise Belk. Tisha Cavanis Benson. Alexandria Nicole Best. Bianca D. Bizoon. Kiera Pleasant Booker. Susan Amy Bratton. Kenneth Hill Brinson III. Daryl Eugene Brooks. Matthew Lee Brown. Philip Craven Brown III. Lamont Ulysses Brown. Aaron Jamal Bryant. Deja Nicole Buckner. Nathan Howard Bunch. Piers Burkhart. Ariana Camille Burney. Ariel Denitra Calhoun. Amanda Lee Campbell. Jonathan David Carley. Susan Ann Carpenter. Timothy Jerome Caraway, Jr. Sarah G. Castle. Sandra Katrine Kramer. Susan Renee Chafee. Daniela Chala Garcia. Patricia Belk Cheek. Ryan Alexander Cottingham. Amanda Christine Clark. Samantha Corinne Clark. Anna Cobb. Anthony Lynn Cochran. April Lee Cocklereese. Heather Lane Cole. Elizabeth Jane Cook. Matthew Tyler Cook. Allison Nicole Cooley. Benjamin James Corcoran. Melissa Cortez Espitia. Ashlyn Nicole Kraft. Brittany Shante Curry. Kayla Elizabeth Dale. Fallon Elise Davis. Kira Ashley Davis. Lynn Elizabeth Davis Carter. Alyssa Ray Dennis. Lena Renee Jabril. Melissa Ann Donnell. Bryce Alexander Dunn. Zachary Ian Easterling. Ernesto Felipe Escoff Stewart. Brian Vincent Evans. Christina Danielle Evans. William Kelly Fahey. Erica Nicole Faircloth. Aaron Francis Fetcher. Barbara Corinne Fleming. Daisha Foster. Marissa Elizabeth Foy. Sean Audmar Francois. Justin Christopher Fraser Wright. Marian Elizabeth Garcia. Ashley Michelle Garner. Kaylin Arlene Garrett. Shelley Christine Gates. Stephen D. Gates. Macy M. Giles. Christopher Allen Gilliland. Laura Michelle Driver Gora. Brittany Liliamon Gradick. Nina Gabrielle Owens Graham. Robert Antonio Gross. Leslie Allison Gussler. Stephen Craig Harrison. Jasmine Mariah Hart. Rebecca Bozeman Hatley. Shahida Shawnee Hawkins. Morgan Elizabeth Hayes. Julie Ann Heen. Brooke Ashley Hellier. Peter Nathan Hess. Michaela Nicole Hicks. Jessica Lee Hill. Angelica Leslie Hines. Christy Hennant. Eva Elizabeth Holland. Robert John Hood. Elizabeth K. Horn. Elizabeth Mercedes Hornschuh. Paige Marie Horvath. Cameron Elizabeth Huffstetler. Deja Chanel Huntley. Macy Lynn Imholt. Jade Danielle Jackson. Aaron Marquise Jethro. Ariel Alessandra Johnson. Cameron Jirel Johnson. Shawnice Sandra Johnson. Haley Alexis Johnson. Elizabeth Paige Jones. Natalie Sherelle Jones. Samuel Trevor Jones. Melanie Dawn Joy. Haley Canada Judd. Michelle Fernandez Casey. David Michael Runyon Keene. Quentin LeVar Kellum. Anna Gabriella Ketro. Christian Louis Cavell. Galib Khan. Nargiza Kiger. Nefertiti Lavanda King. Olivia Michelle King. William Douglas Kirkland. Leah Ann Kuchel. Davis Griffin. Alexandra Ann Krichtanas. Philip Salasi Kuma. Lee Cheng Kuo. Ivy Rebecca Lale. Lauren Letha Lane. Samantha Ellen Laurent. Tanisha Darice Leak. Morgan Ray Leonard. Alantra Margaret Lewis. Jasmine Danae Locke. Kariana Page Lohr. Hope Christian Lohman. Ian Michael Love. Lauren Danielle Lover. Emily Jean Lovich. Christopher Barth. Bryant A. Madrid. Victoria Marie Martin. Logan Taylor Martin. Melissa Murphy Martin. Jessica Lynn Matlock. Cameron Turner McCormick. Kendall Daquan McDowell. Jennifer Lynn McGee. Christopher Allen McIntosh. Candace Denise McMillan. Delphina Membreno. Tiffany Charity Merritt. Frawayan Bekele Mescale. Grayson Ward Miller. Ashton Lee Mitchell. Thomas Wesley Mitchell. Valencia Vancha Mitchell. Karina Elizabeth Moan. Chauncey France Moore. Heather Blair Moore. Simora Allison Moscoso. Anna Pazzulo Moyer. Amber Lee Nelson. Antoinette L. Newman. Lincoln Trong Nguyen. Chloe Alexis Nichols. Helen Jane O'Brien. Steve Ogbamichael. Jocelyn Ortiz. Benjamin C. Palmer. Hyun Suk Park. Shantika Shanae Parker. Jonathan Wesley Parrish. Rosemary Lingle Phelps. Anna Pimasun. Charles Robert Pierce. Jamise Levon Pinkston. Miranda Renee Probst. Stephanie Azucena Ramirez. James Corey Quick. Emily Rang. Adam Samuel Raymond. James Ryan Garcia Realubit. Evan Laura Ressiger. Sean Oliver Reynolds. Rico Antoine Richardson. Aaron Lee Riggins. Philip Adrian Rivera. Jaslyn Corinne Rory. Alton Jamal Robertson. Matthew Rojas. Sharon Romong. India Nicole Rowe. Geronda Roch Ruddock. Sonia Maria Sampson. Michael Bruno Scaturcio. Nicholas Aaron Shepner. Ryan Christopher Scott. Kristen Nicole Scramlin. Kaylin Labria Seeley. Taylor Paige Sebastian. Jenna Margaret Seibert. Rame Basil Abdul Gufor Shuga. Tiana Ariel Silverest. Andrea L. Smallwood. Melanie Maria Smith. Nakira Monet Smith. Shamira Brianne Smith. Chelsea Ray Smothers. Wendy Jasmine Solis. Jenna May Sorgan. Amy Renee Stinson. Stacy Lee Stone. Jenny Elise Strickland. Angela Jewel Stroud. Grace Ann Sullivan. Shakoya Monet Summers. Thomas Allen Sutton IV. Victoria Schwengby. Crystal Janora Tate. Jamila Shani Tawab. Joshua Ryan Tinch. Victoria Ashley Terry. Dee Tao. Paul Andrew Thomas. Deanna Lynette Thompson. Erica Trice. Jolynn Elizabeth Troyer. Rebecca Page Turbeville. Charisse Turnage. Jennifer Susan Turner. Jessica Marshall Turner. Taisha Marie Tyrants. Bobby Sonkun Vanesani. Alfredo Velasquez. Marvin Bonilla Velasquez. Juan Alexandra Ventura. Matthew Thomas Vincent. Lillian Celeste Walker. Brandy Catherine Wallace. Duncan Walzer. Rita Wolovier Walson. Sarah Elizabeth Washam. Morgan Simone Washington. Shaquana Monet Watson. Shanice Sade Watts. Simone Denise Weathers. Russell Tyler White. Tashari Letitia White. Ashley Johnson Whitesell. Casey Brianna Williams. Paris Yvonne Williford. Nicole Colette Wolfe. Jenny Lee Whirl. Kevin Wu. Samantha Nicole Yarborough. Elizabeth Catherine Yarrington. Troy Gerard Middlebrooks. Brittany Vega Gaither. Jonathan Davies. Benjamin Dale Chandler. Racole Doris Wicks. Evan Taylor Breery. Stephanie Perry. Alex Smingler. Ariel Rodriguez. Brittany Frederick. Christopher Lee Lucas. Alicia Denise Tucker. Galen Wright. Julian King.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences. Congratulations, please be seated. Dr. McCrae Banks, Dean of the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the Bryan School.
Thank you, Provost Hahn. Will the candidates with majors in the best business school in North Carolina, the Joseph M. Bryan School of Business and Economics, recommended to receive the degrees of Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science, please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas.
Deanna Jordan Adams. Hesham Malfa Abibe. Abdullah Mohammed Ali Al-Bibi. Manal Mansour Ali Kwam. Joshua William Alfing. Mohammed Al-Brim Al-Grawi. Ahmad Al-Rifai. Noah Atif Ali. Matthew George Andrews. Pablo Alejandro Araya. Bet Ayun. Mallory Erlene Barnett. Lisa Nicole Barnum. Miles Christian Bean. Lance James Bell. Maurice Centelle Bethay, James Beauquier, Mariah Alexandra Boline, John Barry Boney, Clifton Terrell Bostic, Marissa Javon Bradley, Meredith Watts Brown, Jared Edouard Castanet, Hei Xing, Hannah Grace Church, Michael John Chauncey, Kofi Nami Chang Constant, Courtney Lynn Caturzi, Monica Michelle Davis, Garrett Bradley Dinkins, Kimberly Dinkins, Benjamin Eric Edlund, Carissa Renee Eli, Vanessa Eubanks, Marquise LaShawn Evans, Shalima Sharita Flindy, Matthew Christopher Flint, Gregory Scott Frazier II, Desmond Freeman, Deasia Lynette Galloway, Dustin Cedric Gamrat, Lindsay Ann Gettig, Corey Jamal Gray, Benita Sherelle Green, Lonnie Ray Greer, Brianna Marie Gregorius, Dylan Crawford Grizzard, Dominique Mark Guido Jr., Brandon Michael Hopper, Jamie Harris Courtney, Hannah Elizabeth Harrison, Julia Page Harrison, James Kurt Hedge, Rachel Lauren Hilton, Leonard Franklin Hilty IV, Stephen Kyle Holloman, Ashley Heather Hooden, Kiona Lashwanda Hunter, Kiro Kamel Iludas, Jaron Lamont Johnson, Azari Glennis Jones, Jessica McElwee Keat, Tia Hoon Kim, Alexandra Kristen Kynes, Morgan Dylan Labab, Solomon Acock Lennon, Juanita Elise Lilly, Thomas Walker Link, Courtney Chanzel Lyons, Clinton George Moultrie, Nicholas Lane Marcone, Dominique Prescott Marion, Triava Plasha Marshall, Andrea Shayna McAllister, Lindsay Rose Ellen McCown. Jeremy Dominique Meadows. Melissa Lindsay Moser. Amadou Mokela Nakuba. Christopher Allen Niedermeyer. Katie Wynn Nungen. Elizabeth O'Brien. Umye Patel. Omay Patel. Jared Robert Perry. Joshua Allen Peterson. Philip Pham. Anthony Carmine Perron. Justin Daniel Wren Pollard. Joshua Isaac Poznanski. Nicholas A. Rex. Dylan Morel Rice. Choviette Chiffon Richardson. Stephanie Shalise Richardson. Kenise Joyne Reed. Christopher Matthew Roberts. Christian Renee Robertson. Veronica Oligova Robinson. Giancarlo Umberto Roca. Matthew Joseph Rossini Robinson. Ellen Maria Rothfuss. Michael O'Neill Rumsey. Eric Alexander Salas. Cynthia Guadalupe Sandovi. Dontrice Lufe Savage. Daniel Ray Scheidecker. Susan Grace Selkla. Holly Marie Shepard. Cynthia Lambert Shue. Jamie Teresa Salarud. Torian Antonio Sledge. Lauren Lee Spell. Blacinda Jametta Staton. Timothy Lee Stein. Jessica Lynn Straley. Arsenio Edge Sturvenda. Lauren Ashton Sykes. Amanda Leanne Tier. Rashisk Bailey. Doug C. Thompson. Nana Tura. Scott Calvin Tranum. Andrea Bell Trigiani. Lisa Marie Tulecki. Robert James Turner. Ling Vang. Kenneth Matthew Van Sparentag. Oh. Ashley Maria Von Cannon. James Thomas Weinberger. Jessica Elizabeth Whitman. Dawn Antoinette Wiggins. Jordan Andrew Wilson. Jasmine Kaya Wintons. William E. Womack. Corey Rashad Woods. Mark Stephen Woodson. Linda Wu. Linska Wu. Sorry. Dianga Shu. Yosia Yang. Chin Chin Yang. Larry Jones. Antoinette Nicole Hardison. Adrian Marino Valencia. Shikani Tajmaria Gordon. Kira Hicks. Kwan Lee. Ali Al-Arib.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the School of Business and Economics. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Karen Wixon, Dean of the School of Education, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the School of Education.
Will the candidates in the School of Education recommended to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Leslie Camise Allen. Matthew William Bakari. Lauren Daniel Bailey. Donna Karen Davenport. Michael Phoenix Fuller. Erin Maria Gast. Jesse Frederick Haddock. Pertinia Michelle Hayes. Catherine Page Hinline. Taylor Elizabeth Nabo. Nakia Monet Lackey Pinkney. Jessica Rose Orlandi. Jolie Mill Perez. Anna Jane Tessier.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the School of Education. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Celia Hooper, Dean of the School of Health and Human Sciences, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the School of Health and Human Sciences.
Will the candidates with majors in the School of Health and Human Sciences recommended to receive the degrees of Bachelor of Science or Bachelor of Social Work please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Angelica Deandra Alston. Seth Aaron Arrington. Amanda Kelly Acock. Idepo Idiop Deepa Bidet. Sorry. Leslie Maria Belk. Casey Camille Bryan. Nolan Monsees Cotta. Nathan Alexander Baker. Meredith Page Church. Brittany Denise Cobb. Erin Washington Cockburn. Kiara Siobhan Copeland. Tiana Michelle Corbett. Paulette Maria Dugans. Lindsay Nicole Emerson. Corey Preston Fechter. Sydney Lane Fitz. Sheila Siobhan Floyd. Take the next one. Julia James Foster. Julie Michelle Fox. Alicia Diane Fuller. Carrie Ellen Guessford. Brittany Nicole Gordon. Zachary David Graney. Sabrina Faye Gregory. Raymond Andrew Grice. Joshua Stephen Guffey. Tyler Ryan Haley. Michelle Yehey Han. Megan Marie Hunt. Willie Antoine Harrison. Meredith Sue Highfill. Jaleisha Michelle Holden. Gloria Holmes. Chelsea Hughes. Jasmine Obine Igbedian. Jordan James Ivy. Ovida Marshall Joe. Chastity Mercedes Johnson. Courtney Ray Johnson. Conchetta Lorraine Katz. Kadesha D. Cairns. Jocelyn Shakir Key Kendall. Crystal Nicole Nuts. Hunter Thomas Lancaster. Pamela Michelle Loftus. Brittany Tarika Longmire. Undarli Jessica Lopez. Shannon Michelle Massey. Chastity Brielle McCurdy. Keisha Lynette McNeil. Brittany Sierra McPhail. Morgan Ray Morris. Caitlin Nicole Naylor. Rebecca Ellen Nee. Cornelius Omofang Omowangi. Christine Kelly Parker. Meredith Lee Paul. Stephanie Therese Raju. Sarah Elizabeth Ramirez. Kelsey Nakosha Ramsey. Jamie Hunter Richardson. Natalie Amaba Rivera. Tiffany Elaine Sanders. Juliet Nicole Shamshum. Grace Ryan Shanice. Whitney Sierra Shears. Olivia Grace Sherrill. India Renee Silva. Guanisa Rochelle Smith. Raquel Michelle Smith. Emma Catherine Starnes. Brenda Dalton Van Carnet. Cindy Marie Velez Ortiz. Emily Vestrat. Erica Patrice Warren. Sarah Beth Vestrit. Japrel Damar Warren. Melissa Faye Whitling. Tanisha Renee Williams. Molly Rebecca Winfrey. Hua Young. Michael Joseph Zielinski. Jit Sanders. Amber Johnson. Adeline Lopez. Haley Mackenzie Shore. Cassidy Brooke Barber. Ariel Noel Gaddis. Bianca Marie Williams. Miriam Gordon Brown. Kiara Danae Morrison. Carla Ann Parker.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the School of Health and Human Sciences. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Peter Alexander, Dean of the School of Music, Theater, and Dance, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degrees from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance.
Will the superb candidates in the School of Music, Theater, and Dance recommended to receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, or Bachelor of Music please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas?
Daniel J. Parata.
Samantha Marie Lombardo.
Brandy Campbell Johnson.
Taylor Danielle Harrison.
Anna Elizabeth Gear.
Christopher Scott Dial.
Paige Anna DeRosa.
Austin Elizabeth Dennis.
Benjamin Hardin Constanidis.
Brooke Elizabeth Brown.
Kendra Shanae Woodfall.
Daniel Monroe Wolf.
Devontae Jerome Wells.
Lila Rose Weinstein.
Samantha Faye Watton.
Matthew Thomas Rock.
Wesley Thomas Richardson.
Dina Riskala.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Congratulations. Please be seated. Dr. Robin Rimsberg, Dean of the School of Nursing, will present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the School of Nursing.
And last but not least, will the candidates in the School of Nursing recommended to receive the degree of Bachelor of Science in Nursing please stand and come forward to receive your diplomas.
Robert Branson Todd. Elizabeth Ann Taylor. Kristen Ryan. Margaret Jones Oaks. Tucker Lee Johnson. Brandy Michelle Pitard Fouchette. Janice M. Crutchfield. Emily Bellow.
Please join me in congratulating the baccalaureate degree candidates from the School of Nursing. May I ask all the recipients of baccalaureate degrees to please stand for the turning of the tassels.
We have now come to that long-awaited milestone in our lives, the moment when we are no longer students, but graduates of the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. Woo! Tradition requires that before graduation, the tassel be worn on the right-hand side of the mortarboard. After graduation, as a new symbol of a status of degree holders, the tassel is worn on our left. As a representative of your December class of 2014, I am privileged to lead you in the turning of the tassel to the left to signify that we are now degree holders from UNCG. Please join me in turning of our tassels. Congratulations, alumni UNCG.
Congratulations to the December class of 2014. Please be seated.
In continuing to recognize excellence at our university, I would like to acknowledge the undergraduate students who have graduated with special honors today. These honors are summa cum laude, which requires a minimum grade point average of 3.9, magna cum laude, which requires a minimum grade point average of 3.7, and cum laude, which requires a minimum grade point average of 3.5. Will the graduates please stand as I call your honor designation and remain standing while we recognize your achievements. Summa cum laude, please stand. Magna cum laude, please stand. And cum laude, please stand. You have brought distinction to yourselves and your university through your achievements. Congratulations, and please be seated. The university's disciplinary honors program offers undergraduates the opportunity to complete a rigorous plan of study that complements the work they do in their majors. The capstone of their honors work is the Senior Honors Project, a project of independent scholarship similar to a master's degree thesis. The students who completed an honors program this year and the titles of their senior honors projects are listed in today's commencement program. Would you please stand and let us recognize you? Congratulations. Please be seated. Even as we enjoy today's celebration of accomplishments, we remain mindful of the importance of the military in defending our freedoms. Today, we are proud to recognize a December degree candidate who is scheduled to be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Armed Forces on December 12th. Will Eric A. Salas please stand? Thank you. Please be seated. We would also like to recognize all of our degree candidates who have served our country in the armed forces. Please stand and let us recognize you. Thank you. Please be seated.
Before we conclude our program today, I would like to recognize some very important guests who are with us today. Would you please stand and remain standing as we recognize you? First, will the parents of all of our graduates please stand? All the parents. Thank you. Thank you for entrusting your students to our university. May I ask the grandparents, spouses, partners, children, and friends of the graduates, please stand. We are delighted that all of you were able to be with us today. Thanks to all of you. I also would like to take a moment to recognize our faculty. I'd like to ask the faculty of UNCG to stand so our new graduates can express their appreciation for all you have done to bring them to this important milestone, the faculty. Thank you. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge the participation of the following student groups in the ceremony today. The University Marshals provide leadership throughout the year and are integral to this commencement ceremony. Will the University Marshals please stand? Thank you. I would also like to acknowledge the commencement brass and our soloists who are providing the beautiful music today and who are selected from our nationally recognized School of Music, Theater, and Dance. Thank you. And finally, I would like to acknowledge graduating seniors from the Professions in Deafness program in the School of Education, who have provided interpretation of the two songs in the ceremony. Thank you so much for your support. As we bring this program to a close, let me encourage all of our new graduates to remain committed to your alma mater. As new alumni of UNCG, you become part of one great unbroken band that stretches back to the founding of this university in 1891. Stay in touch. Let us know of your successes and help us identify prospective students who will appreciate and benefit from the kind of education that you've received here. Advocate in your communities for the importance of public higher education and continue the habit of giving back to others. Congratulations. As is our tradition, the university bell will be rung to honor the December graduates. Today's bell ringers are Dr. Sue Medley, alumni bell ringer, and Mr. Melvin Clark Jr. from the December class of 2014. Following the ringing of the bell, please be seated and remain seated during the recessional until the faculty and graduates have moved out of the arena. So now, will you all please stand for the singing of the alma mater and remain standing for the bell ringing. Thank you.